Yeah,
I think everything's done for a purpose. Nothing's coincidental. It's you're meant to go down these paths to find out where you want to be, really.
Yeah. And where does that belief come from? Because, I mean, I think, I've talked about it a couple of times with Amanda, like this, and I suppose Lydia talked about it in her interview too, this like gut tug kind of mentality, or that the universe is guiding us down this path. Where does it come from? Is it through faith, or do you want to unpack that a bit more for us?
Do you know what? I don't know. I think losing my mum 10 years ago, I think it was a massive shock because she was only 48.
Oh, wow, yeah.
I'm 35 now, so I'm 13 years off where my mum would have been. But I think losing my mum, I don't want to be one of these people when time's up on this earth where you go to a funeral and there's not many stories to tell about someone. Or the things that they've done. I want to be able to have impacted as many people in my lifetime for them to be able to remember all the good things, or be able to tell those amazing stories and to look back on a life that you think, God, she did a heck of a lot in the time that she was here. So it's not so much a belief, I don't know where I get it from. Something just tells me I have to help people. I feel like I have to help as many people as I can because I can. And if I can come to where I am now, anyone can do it. Absolutely anyone. So if I can help as many people as I can, I think my aim in life is good.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I completely agree 100% with what you're saying. And I think Adam and I kind of live by that same philosophy as well, that if you have, and I'll just say, if you're privileged enough, which I feel like I am, to be able to help others, you have to help others. Because you might not always I might not always be in a spot where I can help other people. So if I'm in a spot right now where I can, then I have to.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
No.
It sounds like you're kind of living that same philosophy as well.
Yeah. I'd like to think so anyway.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Well, and just the fact I think that you have, you're kind of searching for it. I don't know why target market is coming in my head, but or target audience, because that's the terms I think in, and that's not the right term in this case. But like, you've been searching for the right people to help, or the right people you're trying to target who can benefit the most from your lived experience. And yeah, so that's really been great. Because it sounds like you've kind of landed on the children and the families, but you've gone through a lot of other exploration along the way.
Yeah, I've gone through the communities, I've gone through the elderly, I've gone through the sick. I mean, I cared for my mum that was extremely poorly. I still look after my nan who's 92 with vascular dementia.
Okay.
And it's you at one point will need to be looked after.
Sure.
So if you look after as many people as you physically can, then hopefully when the time comes to you, you'll find someone that's just as kind-hearted and caring as you are. Well, I'd hope so anyway. I mean, the kids might get fed up with me and just have me in a nursing home, who knows? I might be too much for them, or I might not be, and it might not be one of these elderly people that need the help. Maybe I'll still carry on helping people until my last breath, who knows? I don't know. I just know that I've helped people today, and hopefully if I wake up tomorrow, I'll be able to help more people tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. You have any thoughts, awesome. Adam?
Well, I just think it's, it's just something that's very absent in today's society, someone to have just such clear purpose, because I think that was a big thing for me. I did it the other way around, which was, lose your path, worry about things that don't matter, aka money or ego, etc. And it wasn't until probably the year of COVID, that I actually sat down and had a good think, and I was able to find that same kind of reason for being that you seem to have had for such a long time. So I think it's good because it would inspire others to probably look inward and think, well, where, can I find that same kind of purpose? So, yeah, I love it. I think it's great.
I think everyone's got it inside. And I think if you've got a good support network around you, I mean, I'm extremely fortunate to have a partner, a wife that is so supportive when I've had partners in the past that have always stopped me from believing in myself. And when you have the right person by your side to say, you can do this, I think you can just go anywhere as long as you've got that support behind you.
Yeah, that makes a big difference, doesn't it?
Definitely.
Now, what did you, I don't know if you can, this is good, might throw you for a loop here because this is kind of an off the wall question, but I'm just wondering, was there something, so when you met your current wife, or your current wife, I was going to say current partner, but when you met your wife, I was going to say current partner, but then I'm like, no, you're married now. That's right. We already covered this. No, when you met your wife, was there something particular about her that you knew that she was going to be more supportive? Because what I'm wondering is if we could leave people with something that kind of lets them know that they're with the right person. Or is there some kind of characteristic that you knew that she was going to be supportive?
Just asking how you are and genuinely being interested in how you are, and saying it's okay not to be okay, and to be open and to give those hugs that mean something, not just a hug for the sake of it.
Right.
So if you're with the right person, you'll just know. Your stomach does the butterflies, and you just know that you're safe with them.
Yep.
And I suppose there's a lot of people in the world that feel like they're safe but couldn't open up to the deepest, darkest secrets that they might have. And I think if you can find someone that you can open up with the deepest, darkest secrets, then you're going to be okay.
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
I've had to go through some frogs to find my princess anyway.
We all do, don't we?
Yeah.
Yep, for sure. Yeah, exactly. We've both been there. So, or we've all been there, I suppose. Yeah.
And
But I
just
think
a
it
question
helps for
on that,
people
Tammy.
to know just how, because it is so hard, or I feel like a lot of people do settle in that relationship. And like you said, that kind of sets the stage for how you act in the rest of your life. That person that you're with, because that that person helps you create your identity in a way, as Adam and I have talked about before. So.
Yeah, well, I've been in two long relationships. I was with my husband for 10 years.
Okay.
Who I sat in a box because obviously I wasn't attracted to men, but I believed that this was the normal thing to be. And it never sat right, but you just went with it. I was young. I was with him from 16 till 25.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you just settle sometimes because you believe, or you're made to believe, that you're no good, or you can't do any better, or your self-confidence is so through the floor, you just don't bother. And I think the day when you realise, you know what, I am better than this.
Mm-hmm.
Well, unfortunately, I made the mistake of falling from one, I don't know if I'm allowed to swear, a crappy relationship into a 6-year relationship with another crappy person.
Okay. Yeah.
I didn't learn the first time round, but I did the third time round, third time lucky.
Well, you were still pretty young when the first one ended, so.
Yes.
Really.
And then I stayed in that one until I was 31. So now I'm 35, and I'm in a good place. I feel mentally in a good place. I know I'm worth a lot more than what I used to believe I was worth, and my ideas matter, and how I feel matters too.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's not all just about them. It's We could
that allows you to
for like a whole hour talking about self-confidence and different things, but you just know when you're with the right person, because they pick you up, they don't put you down.
That's right. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Yep. Well, and then that just makes you more open to be able to help other people as well. So that's opening you up to your life purpose by having that support behind you. So yeah, it's just really a huge part of the equation there.
Definitely.
What do you
Tammy,
think,
I think
Adam?
that's a huge thing, right? Like a 10-year relationship. And I just think you hit the nail on the head straight away about, societal expectations that you need to settle and you're not good enough and that you're in a box. Like, when did that moment of awakening happen for you to realize, I've settled, I'm in a relationship with someone I don't feel comfortable with? Like, that just sounds like that's just such a huge life kind of moment, I suppose, to kind of wake up from that, I suppose, over time.
Yeah, it was when you had 2 young children.
Oh, yeah, it
Definitely.
makes it really tough too. Yes. Yep.
Yeah, well, I hit 25 a week after my 25th birthday. I thought, you know what, I can't do this anymore. I have to stop. I can't keep being the housewife. I'm not. This isn't just my aim in life. I'm not just a mum. I'm not a stay-at-home mum. I'm so much more. So, a week after my 25th birthday, I split up with him, and then 6 weeks later, I lost my mum 2 days before my daughter's 4th birthday. So, from having a family to having nothing in 6 weeks. And I think if you can get through that, you can definitely get through anything.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Wow.
Well, and I can feel that because when I split up from my ex-husband, I luckily did have my mom, and she was a huge part of getting me through that. So I can't even imagine what you had to face without having that person to support you. So, you know, that's amazing that you got through that and used it. You know, you're using it now to help other people. And so that's just amazing, because you could have let that destroy you, but you chose not to. And not everybody can do that.
For a few weeks, but I've turned it around and made something good from it. Yeah, I think I can use a lot of past experiences. I think I said this in a different meeting. The past fuels the future. Mm-hmm. And if I can take anything from the past, it's use it to your advantage. Use the bad times that have happened to you to make sure that someone else that might be going down a similar path doesn't go down the rest of the path to see what it comes out of, because you'll know the ending. But if you can change someone else's ending, then it's worthwhile.
Yeah.